Hi, I'm David from First Kitchens, and in this video I'm going to show you how to measure for replacement kitchen doors. To measure for our replacement kitchen doors, we're going to need two things. We're going to need a tape measure to measure everything that we need, and we're going to need the checklist guide off the First Kitchens website. This can be downloaded from most pages on the right hand side. The first thing we need to do when measuring for new doors is to count how many doors and drawer fronts we need in total. So I'm going to have a quick scout around the room and a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next job is to begin measuring our old doors to determine what size we need for the new kitchen. To do this, we measure the back of the doors. The back of the doors is usually much flatter than the front, so it gives a more accurate size on what we need. First we measure the height of the door, and then the width. Once we have these two measurements, we write them on our form. We then repeat this for every other door in the kitchen. Next we need to measure for our new drawer fronts. To do this, open the drawer again so we can measure from the back, measure the height, measure the width, and write them down again. Our next job is to measure for any trims we might need, cornice, light pelmet, plinth, etc. We do this, grab a tape, measure the first bit, mark the length down. Go to the next one, mark the length down. Continue this around the kitchen. Once you've done all the light pelmet, move on to the cornice. Once the cornice is done, measure all of your plinths. Next we need to see if we need any end panels at all. If we're drastically changing the look of the doors, then we're going to need end panels on the ends of the units that are visible so that they match the new doors. To do this, look around your kitchen, count up how many base ones you need, how many wall ones you need, and if you've got any tall units that also need changing, the sides need changing on. Next we need to have a look at the hinges we have on our existing kitchen, see if they're still okay. If they are, then great. If not, then you can order new hinges at the same time as your doors on the site. Most people, when replacing their kitchen doors, also like to change the handles. If you do need to change your handles, have a quick count up around the room, see how many you need, make a note of that on the sheet as well. Some people like to have a different handle for the door and the drawer front so they're not quite the same. If that's the case, mark down how many you need of each separate style. And finally, the last thing we need to look at is how many corner posts we need. This includes the wall and base. So that's it for our measuring guide. We've now got everything written down on our sheets and we're ready to go to the computer and look at ordering. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do have any questions, please get in contact with us via the live support button on the site. Thanks very much. Bye bye.